Hi and welcome to Roo's Kitchen and Garden. So as you can see, today we are on the terrace and I'm going to show you that we're going to harvest. I'm going to show you a vegetable cum mixed dal sabzi, which is very nutritious, very good for, in this weather. It's so hot and you experience a lot of acidity and you don't feel like eating anything. So you need to eat something light. So this recipe is perfect for this kind of weather because it cools your body down. It's full of calcium, iron, vitamin A, C, and it improves your hemoglobin in the body, and also improves the, what do you say, because of its fiber content, it improves the quality of your blood, it purifies your blood. So it's got a lot of health benefits. It's very light to digest and it's also cooling, like I said, and it's very easy to grow. So this is actually called ran bhaji, like grows during the rainy season. Nobody has to sow it or anything, it just grows. But of course we have to sow here. So I got some seeds and I started growing these. Let me take you to the veggie. It's called Malabar spinach or poi sag or mayaruchi bhaji. Very easy to grow. Let's see how it's growing in our garden. Here, I'm growing 2 pots of it. It's still young and tender, as you can see. Let me see when I planted it, and ouch, my sari got stuck here in the eggplant. So here we have it, Malabar spinach. Okay, I haven't made a note when I planted it. Let's see if I can find a spoon here. Nope, no such spoon. Nevertheless, we have our veggie. Now, all parts of these veggies can be used, even these tender stalks, and you have to use these leaves, which are not chewed, no holes, nice leaves. So, you see, our leaves are so good. None of them are chewed. So, here I'm going to start harvesting this mayaru. It's here, the plate. Nice big heart shaped leaves. And like I said, so good for health, so easy to grow, grows anywhere, but basically it requires, normally normal spinach and all, when it starts raining, it starts getting eaten up or chewed up by these insects, it starts getting holes and all. But this veggie grows very well during the rainy season. It likes stagnant water, so it's very nice to grow. If you feel like eating leafy vegetables, meaning it's good to eat leafy vegetables during the rainy season. So now there are no seeds on this, but if you see in some time, these will start developing its own seeds, which is also can be eaten. They look like berries, and you may get some confused sometimes. These can be eaten raw, can be made into bhajis. I will make a lot of recipes with these hopefully. But yeah, you can also make bhajis with it. And this my marigold plant, always growing everywhere. It's like a wild grass now in my garden. Anyway, so we were saying we're gonna make a lot of recipes with this soon because we're gonna keep eating it. I'm just harvesting the leaves, but you can also harvest the tender stem. See, so tender and very nutritious. Yeah, so I was saying very easy to grow. Sometimes there are leaves which have red stems, but mine is green mayaru. There is also a red variety called red mayaru, red Malabar spinach. Mayaru is in Marathi, we call it mayaruchi bhaji. In Hindi, they call it poi sag, and in English, we call it Malabar spinach. I think good enough. I've got good leaves, big leaves I've taken, harvested, big leaves. Yeah. Don't take the ones that are, that those have holes or are eaten. Just take good ones. I also wanted to show you this lal mat or red amaranth veggie. It's growing so well. I will soon make this also. A nice sabzi out of this. I love this one, by the way. So harvested this mayaru bhaji, as you can see. Now it's time to go down and make it. See, the benefit of growing these leaves at home is that when you buy it from the store, there is so much dirt and mud on it, soil on it. Here it's also clean. Just one rinse and your veggie is ready to be cooked and cut and everything. There is hardly, I mean, I'm just washing it because you have to wash your greens. But because I grow it organically, there is no sprays and pesticides. Yeah, all I spray is, like I said, neem oil and cow urine. So that to dilute it, 1 parts to 10. So that's why it's all clean. There is no dirt, no soil, nothing. Just giving it a quick rinse, and then I'm gonna chop it into like ribbon like form. So now the ingredients here are obviously this Malabar spinach. I have soaked and pressure cooked this tur dal. Now this is completely pressure cooked. You can leave like a 1 bite pending to cook together, but it's okay if it is completely pressure cooked also, no problem. Then I have 1 chopped onion here. I have some 7 garlic cloves just smashed. 1 tomato, 2 red chilies, dry, spicy variety. Then I have zeera here, which is cumin seeds, mustard seeds, cumin powder, and dhania powder. And also I have like a little, say, half tablespoon of tamarind paste. So let's start the recipe now. I have my pot here, which is heating, or I've just started heating it. There's some water because we just washed it. Let the water dry off and we will add some oil to this. You can use any oil you want. I'm going to use groundnut oil. Okay, let's start the exhaust. So this recipe is easy to make, and you can make it like I have a dry vegetable which is ivy gourd, thornli, or tindora like we call it, and I'm going to eat plain dal. I was anyways going to eat plain dal with it, so I thought I should just add this Malabar spinach and increase its nutrient value. One more thing, an important thing I forgot to tell you is this vegetable, Mayaru, Malabar spinach, has the highest protein content amongst all the leafy vegetables. When I checked, it wasn't great. It was 1.8 grams per 100 gram, but amongst leafy vegetables, they say this is the one that has highest protein content. So increase the protein content of your dal, and increase the fiber, increase the vitamins, the calcium, the iron, and all that I said before. All these goodness it has. Now let's move our pot and see. The water is still evaporating, but I'm going to pour some coconut oil. Sorry, groundnut oil. Sorry. Yep. Okay, oil is hot. Let me add some mustard seeds in this, and also some cumin seeds. Half teaspoon I'm adding. Then I'm going to add this dry red chili. This is spicy variety and I like it. If you want to skip that, you can skip that. You can add some methi seeds if you want. I didn't mention that in the option, in the ingredients list, but it's completely optional. So I like to add methi seeds into everything. Then add some haldi. These can be taken away. Then add your onion into this. Oh, sorry, not onion. Add your garlic. This garlic that you've just squashed, add that. Lends a very nice taste. Now I'm going to start the exhaust. It's going to be noisy. Once the garlic slightly changes its color, becomes a little soft, then you add the onion to this. Fry the onions again. Let it become slightly colorless. And then you can add your tomato. Now you see how the onion has become a little translucent. So now I'm going to add this tomato to this, and again fry it a bit till the tomatoes and onion get soft. Now let me tell you about the tur dal. You can use masoor, you can use moong, you can use chana, whatever you want you can use, whichever kind of dal you want. When I was boiling it, when I was pressure cooking it, I added hing, which is asafoetida, turmeric, haldi, and I added salt, and I added little ghee to my dal. Okay, so do remember while you're making this veggie that dal already has a bit of salt. So when you're adding it for the veggie next time, add it judiciously. Okay. Now I'm adding a little cumin powder, say 2 teaspoons, and I will add 1 or 3 teaspoons or 4 teaspoons of dhania powder. Like cumin to dhania is always like this, right? 1:3 or 1:4. So more dhania powder and less cumin powder. Give it a nice mix again. And I also added a little bit of salt while cooking this, while this was going soft, because I wanted the onions to go and tomatoes to go softer, faster. Now in this I'm going to add my saag. Let's add the tamarind paste first. Yeah. Gets difficult when you're holding the camera with one hand. My stand is not functional today. I mean, yeah, of course, I need to buy a new one, a nice proper one. Okay, I have hot water also ready here. It's optional. I will tell you if we need to add it. Now let's add our Maya Ruchi Bhaji or poi saag into this. Maravik, can you help me add this inside? Yeah, so Maravik is going to add it in. Yeah, put it inside. So, coat it with all the masala. Yeah, all done, all in, and let it go. Let it mix up nicely with all the veggie. Okay. It smells nice. Some people add raw peanuts in this and cook it. It's good to add that also if you want. It's about increasing the nutrient value in your food. So if you want to up the protein content, then you can add even more. Like you can add peanuts also. If I would be making it, if I were to make this drier version without the addition of dal, I would certainly add peanut powder to this. Now you see it's all mixed. It's a little soft, and I'm going to add the dal to it now. This dal. Yeah, nicely take all of it. Mix it nicely. Mix it well. See if you need some hot water in it. See if you need some salt in it. Always good to taste. Yeah. And this side. Now, yes, I feel the need to add a little bit of hot water to this. So I am going to add this hot water and bring it to a boil. How much hot water you need depends upon the consistency you want. How thick or how thin. I'm going to add little, say I must have added just around half cup of hot water now, and I'm going to cover this. Yeah, yes, thank you. Like what Maravik has done is she's rinsed the dal container and given me, so you can do that also. And add some water to this. That's it. See how much consistency you need, and then cover this. Let it come to a nice boil. You know, because in my case the dal is completely cooked, but if your dal is not completely cooked, then you will have to cook your dal, right? So let it come to nice rolling boils, let it boil off nicely, and then switch off the gas and enjoy your poi saag with dal, with your hot steaming rice or your hot bhakris. So this was my recipe of the Malabar spinach or the poi saag or the Maya Ruchi Bhaji. This was in liquid form or a curry form. We have Maya growing. It will keep growing. It's very hardy, very easy to grow. So I hope I come up with more recipes and more. I'll show you more ways in which I prepare this healthy green leafy vegetable. I hope you liked today's recipe, and I hope you're going to try and make it. If you want a detailed video on how to grow this Maya from seed, do let me know in the comment section and we shall do it. Thank you for watching. Bye.